So, I have a story here today about somebody who is on a journey. They might be a little rash in their direction, or actually, I was picking up more so that it could be an aspect of the self, like they're feeling this way to themselves, or it could be another person trying to project this onto them and say, no, this new journey that you're trying to set out on is not your path. And I say this because before I started pulling cards, I was getting an energy of there being blowback, something along the lines of legacy or something you're conjuring up. But with this blowback, there's an easy cleanup, right? So to me, that seems like something could blow up, but it'll be easy to put back together. And maybe this time when you put it back together, it'll be better than it was before, right? So I started asking about this energy, and I was getting that it could be somebody in this person's life. Like I said, I know better than you do energy, but nothing's set in stone. Like I said, I don't know if I said this or not, but there seemed to be an element of blockage. Like, this is because of this person's projection, it could be causing our character to have a blockage. And then I asked a little bit more about this character, and keep in mind it could be an aspect of our main character, right? Our main character's self. So it could be a fragment, or it could be an entirely different person. When I asked about that, I got that there's bitterness, surprise, lust attached to it. It's vampiric in nature, right? So vampire and astral. Our main character could be getting visits from this person or this energy, whatever it is, while they're asleep in the astral. And it's because of this bitter, surprised. I get surprised as like they underestimated our main character because they set out on this journey and they were so hasty about it. They underestimated them and thought like, oh, it's not going to work out. I've seen them do this before. They're just going to be really invested in it for a second and then it's just going to die, right? So I feel like that's the type of energy that it's giving off, and that's creating confusion for our main character. I was also getting that maybe this secondary person, right, the one projecting, could be doing this because they have some sort of blockage within themselves, right? So they're not tapping into their divine feminine energy, like self-expression, creativity, that like emotions. I was getting emotions really heavily, but this is a prison that they essentially created for themselves, right? So they have the ability to free themselves of that, but instead of doing that, they're being bitter and sending this weird combination of like lustful but bitter energy in the astral realm. I'm getting that they also could be walking away from something right now emotionally, or somebody who was attached to the secondary character could be walking away from them, and it's very emotional. I was getting heavily that they are unconscious of this, like they don't, because they are so clouded by bitterness and lust and all these heavy emotions, right? Because of this, oh God, I lost it. I totally lost the energy. That was really weird. Maybe I'm just going to take that as a sign that I shouldn't have said what I was going to say. If it comes back, then it was meant to be. But yeah, I was getting that they're not in this energy of being able to create, because they're not going within themselves. That's a big part of this. You have to do some work, right? If you want the rewards. And maybe they're seeing you have this new journey and they're like, oh, they didn't do any work. Why are they getting it? Meanwhile, they have no idea what you've been doing. Okay? This is supposed to be a secondary character, right? So I'm not saying specifically you, but maybe, I don't know, maybe if this story reflects your journey, then that's just what I'm picking up, okay? Okay, so we have all of this energy. That's as far as I got. I mean, I feel like I got a lot from that. They could be broke. I feel like the best thing to do is, well, let me move some of these cards. I have like a bajillion cards out on the table right now. This is not, oh good, you guys can't even see it. I was about to say this is not aesthetic at all, but oh my God, that was so loud. That scared me, Jesus Christ. Okay. What is the advice for our main character? What is the advice for the main character? I want to know specifically what the advice is in regards of this energy that is trying to obstruct their course and project things onto them. Like, what is the best way to deal with that? Best way to deal with that. Clarity. In reverse. Clarity in reverse. Community. And unconditional love. Okay. In reverse. I feel like... And the star in reverse. Okay, I feel like... This is telling me our main character, the best advice right now for them is to stop... How do I say this? It's like information can be really, really good for you, but it can also be poison for you. So if you're, oh my God, this totally connects. Okay, when I was getting all the initial cards out before I started this video, I kept feeling this energy of like, I'm on the brink of something, right? Like I'm right there. I'm about to make this breakthrough. I now understand that with clarity in reverse, the main character is chasing insight, clarity, some sort of situation. It could be with this person, but if you're searching for information, and this is just like an analogy, if you're constantly searching for information and you're not getting anywhere, Like, you have to just let it go, right? So I feel like our main character is being guided to just like take a step back, stop obsessing, stop trying to chase that breakthrough, because when you chase breakthroughs, trust me, I've been through this. I used to do a lot of psychedelics, right? And I would try to chase those breakthroughs. And the thing that it taught me is when you do this, you try and chase these breakthroughs, it almost like shuts the door on you, right? Like or you do have a breakthrough and it's not the positive breakthrough that you want, right? It's very difficult. So it's in our main character's best interest to just let it happen, right? Let it happen. Let it happen. I won't be holding on. Okay. And then I got community, so maybe they should be diving into community, making connections with people. I have unconditional love in reverse and restoration in reverse, which this is basically the star in tarot, right? So this is like with unconditional love and the star essentially in reverse, it's giving like you need to heal, main character. You need to heal. You need to. There's nothing to be done about this right now. You need to accept what's happening. And not in a hopeless way, I'm getting either. Not in like a no victim mentality. No victim mentality. That's the way. No victim mentality. You need to accept and let it happen and move on. I won't be holding on, flying away, right? And then dive into the things that you know actually matter. Okay. I don't even really want to get in the energy of this person who is projecting on our main character because it just, honestly, it feels icky. I don't know. I feel sad for that character. I feel very sad for that character. So let's see what else the main character has in store, right? Let's see what else the main character has in store. I'm not that great at bridges. Well, actually, it depends. It depends on the cards because, oh, that one was pretty good. Depends on the cards and how like flexy they are, how broken in they are. Ace of Cups, y'all. Our main character is going after what they know they deserve. They're not looking at what they're losing, which it could be this person. Because even if it's not in the main character's face, it's in the astral realm, hidden in the shadows, right? You can still feel that energy. And that's why it's good to connect with your intuition, because you can still feel that energy. So our main character is accepting that they deserve more than that. They're gonna go after that. It looks like they are gonna choose to dive into community and healing and love, unconditional love. Let's see, what else can I get for our main character? What else can I get for our main character? Ooh, the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, coming out of the shadows. Coming out of the shadows with your coming out of the shadows with your newfound light, saying, I'm going to do it for myself. I hope that message, that story, was entertaining for you guys. I decided that, and I'm going to be working on this because obviously I slipped up a lot, but I decided that I don't like doing tarot readings in the way where I'm saying like this is you, especially collective readings. It's mainly collective readings, right? If I'm doing a personal, it's a little bit different because I am doing it for that specific person. So I could be like, okay, this is you. But when I'm doing collective readings, I feel, and I've been feeling this way for a little bit, I feel almost like uncomfortable saying you, even though it's like obviously embedded into me, because I don't want people to take on these stories if it's not their own, right? Like, I've seen this in the tarot community so much. People will take on these stories as like super literally. They will, guys, I just want to say, if anybody on the internet is giving you advice, even myself, right? Even myself, if anybody on the internet is giving you advice, take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt. This is like the actual true advice. I mean, don't take it if you want, of course, but you cannot fully take somebody's word on these things, especially like tarot, okay? And that's why for collective readings, I want to move into a more story-based thing with characters instead, because I feel like that will help distance, like people, it'll help people distance themselves from the situation subconsciously, because I'm not saying this is your situation, if that makes sense. So yeah, if you were wondering, just letting you know. But I hope you enjoyed this story. If you didn't, then don't worry, it's not your story. All right, I love you guys. Take care.